teams. We broadcast live here on Pick Dogs and Sports Chat Place YouTube channel and throughout social media. We'll get you out here well before the top of the hour, give you guys enough time to get those bets in for the primetime games, and that's what we do here on the drive-thru Monday through Friday here at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Is deliver live free sports picks for the games beginning at 7 p.m. Eastern Time and later, and deliver those winners are professional handicappers over at Pick Dogs and at Sports Chat Place. Let's take a peek here at who's on the show with us here for today. All right, with us we got Brian Bitler, Ninos, Zawacky. We got Jovan with us, as well as Jay Briggs. Mickle will also make a guest appearance a little later in the show. Here's how they'll line up for this evening. We got Ninos, Briggs, Burts, Bitler, Mickle, Zawacky, and then I will close this one out. All right, lots of action tonight. College basketball underway here. We also have college football, 2 games there. We got the single NHL and lots of NBA. So let's get this one underway. Let's welcome in Ninos. You'll find him over at Pick Dogs. Him off to a really good start in the NFL. I think he picked up a unit last night. Let's bring him in right now. What's happening?
Going pretty good. How are you doing, Tom?
Great. All right, here we go tonight, 7:40 Eastern Time. We have the 76ers at home here facing the Bucks. The game's now pick 'em, total 212.
Yeah, this line moving a little bit. Of course, there's some injury news. When you look at this matchup, everyone's, of course, focused on the big names here, the big matchup between Giannis and Joel Embiid. But I think the X factor will definitely be Jrue Holiday here, who was questionable earlier, looking a lot more probable, good to go now, and I think he makes a difference in this one. And another big question mark for the Sixers now is Tobias Harris. If he sits this one out, this is going to be this one might be a really rough night for the 76ers. Of course, Joel Embiid's been playing some great basketball, but it's going to be hard to have another performance like he did in his last game 2 nights in a row, and he's already on a couple good games in a row, so maybe he chills out a little bit tonight. I think the Bucks got a couple guys that can D him up a little bit and give him a hard time. And, well, he's going to have to hustle back on defense to keep up with them too, so I like the Bucks in this spot to get the job done on the road.
All right, Anito says go ahead with the Bucks here against the 76ers. Of course, yeah, Giannis, in the lineup. And Bucks have been hit with a lot of injuries this season. A lot of it's the supporting cast members. With Ingles, Connaughton has been someone who's been out. And, of course, the 76ers, no Harden in that lineup. And, of course, Holiday is an interesting piece here. If he's, as you said, let me go ahead and look at this information. Holiday is, it looks like he is training toward playing today. So that looks to be the case. Let me actually get the results here. Now, it looks like Grayson Allen also, the 3-point shooter, is also going to play as well. So it looks like they're starting to fill up their guys. The usual suspect outs here for the Bucks, but he's been upgraded to probable with that ankle, which means he should return to the floor. So that looks to be the case there with Holiday. So the point guard now in there for, it looks like he'll be in there for Milwaukee. Also, Grayson Allen, the 3-point shooter, looks like he's also moved up to probable as well. So it looks like the Bucks got a pretty good start in 5 here tonight to go against the Philadelphia 76ers. Let's get the latest here on Harris. He's another small forward here, scorer here for Philadelphia, who is in question tonight. As again, this board was hit with huge injury news from a lot of the games tonight, especially that Miami game. That Miami game is hit hard. He's still sitting questionable. He wasn't on the injury report heading into Friday, but he's dealing with a hip issue hours before tip-off. So that's the concern there with Tobias. Hours before tip-off. So all of a sudden he comes to work and he says, "My hip's hurting me." So that's the different issue there, Ninos. You're mute. You're on mute. You're on mute. Yeah, we got you there on mute. Let me see what we can do. We can fix that sound there that he has issue going there. But yeah, we got back, Ninos.
Hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, no, I was just saying, where we were actually before you lost me.
No, with the Holiday injury and with Tobias Harris with the hip issue.
Oh yeah, I was saying maybe Tobias Harris didn't want to bang with Giannis tonight, but I don't know. I can't make a call whether he plays or not. I still like the Bucks, whether he plays or not. I think it was more important that Jrue Holiday goes. as far, not that Tobias Harris actually one of my favorite forwards in the league, but I think the Bucks really needed their point guard there, as much as they can get Giannis to play make for them. Yeah, I just think it's a good spot for the Bucks when you add up all the injuries. It looked like for a minute they were going to go huge with Giannis at the 3 and Portis in the starting lineup at the 4. But as you mentioned, Allen back in the lineup, so Giannis back to his number 4 spot, and more of your more normal lineup. But I don't mind that big lineup. Should be interesting if they go that way tonight as well.
Yeah,
So good matchup for them, I think, either way.
Yeah, Bucks have won 8 of 10, first in defensive efficiency over that 10-game period. The Sixers second in this period in defensive efficiency, so pretty two teams in good defensive form here. Bucks pick them against the 76ers. This one will have a start time here of 7:40 Eastern time. All right, Ninos, let's take a look over at Pick Dogs. We're off to doing great work in the NFL this season. 646 units of profit coming off a monster day yesterday. Wow, 368 units of profit showing over on the 24-hour leaderboard. All right, tonight, good action tonight from college basketball, NBA, a couple from college football as well. We have going on over at Pick Dogs Premium.
Yeah, it was just that Nets tip-in and an overtime loss in hockey away from a huge day yesterday. We still had a good one. Today, pretty quiet day. Just my best bet in at the NBA, NHL, and college basketball. And yeah, I passed on the college football games. My college basketball actually already went off. But passed on the college football games today. The dogs were pretty tempting, I gotta say that. But I don't know. I just decided to pass on them and wait for tomorrow. We got a much bigger card.
Friday tomorrow. All right, guys, I got board the Ninos over at Pick Dogs. Premium up on the board tonight as his featured pick is NBA Alley-Oop at credit guarantee there for that individual play. Also in action with individual plays here from NHL. Also has his NFL Sunday Game of the Week, his best bet from the NFL is upboard right now. Get on board there. But here we are on Friday. Perfect time to get that 3-day all sports pass. Get all of El Ninos' premium plays for 3 days. Include all his NFL, all his college football, NBA, NHL, and college basketball for this 3-day period. So a good time to get on board with that. You could use the promo code PICK at checkout and you'll save 15% off. You can also add a second capper with that 2-for-1 capper promotion. Even greater value there. All right, Al, it's always great having you show. Keep up that great work. We'll talk with you again here on the show on Monday. But I know you also contribute to the weekend shows.
That's right. It should be on tomorrow and Sunday morning, 10 a.m. Eastern. So make sure you tune in Mitch, the morning crew, and some of us guys you see out here on the drive-thru as well. So should be a fun show. Lots of football, and we cover all the other sports as well. So lots of picks. Lots
of picks indeed. All right, El Ninos here on the drive-thru. Let's continue on here on the show. Just some news coming in here. LeBron James has been upgraded to questionable. Kyrie Irving looking to point to a return Sunday. So those are the latest in the NBA. Let's continue on here. Speaking of LeBron James, let's bring in. We got a pick on this one between Pistons and the Lakers. We'll go ahead and welcome in Jay Briggs. So if I'm over at Pick Dogs, him catches at NBA Jam breakdown every single day over on Pick Dogs. Jay, what's happening?
What's going on tonight, Tony?
It's going great. All right, here we go. Tonight, 10:40 Eastern time. We have the Lakers here hosting the Pistons with the Lakers laying 8, total 226.
Yes, sir, Tony. Short, sweet, and simple. I'm not laying points with the Lakers, especially not 8 points. This is an awful Lakers team, and this is coming from LeBron James' biggest fan. I love LeBron, but I am not laying 8 points with this Lakers team. 3-10 on the season. 3-10 against the spread. Not laying 8. I know LeBron's probable, Anthony Davis is probable, but I don't even think – I think the Pistons have a real shot of winning this game outright. So I'm not laying 8 points with the Lakers. I think I'm going to take my 8 with the Pistons. The Pistons are not as bad as everybody wants to beat them up. They got the same amount of wins as the Lakers do. They also this year against the spread, 7-8-1. So that's pretty much 500 for them boys. Lakers, we have seen nothing that says Lakers lay 8. I'm not going to lay 8. I know they beat up on the Nets in the last one. It was just a good spot. They don't put two together like this. Even if they win it, it's a 4-point win for the Lakers. Give me Detroit. Too many points in this one.
Too many points. He says, Jay, Detroit here at +8. We still see Cunningham out. Yes, Davis probable. James now questionable. And we still have Cunningham and Stewart out. Joseph now questionable here for Detroit. We saw Detroit cover, got within that number in a low-scoring affair. This team's total seemed a little high to me at 226. I was trying to figure out, Detroit is not known for their offense, and I don't get it.
Me too. I like, since we're talking about that, I like the under in that one as well. When I was doing the jam session, I was going back and forth, but I just seen this 8-point line, and I said I'm not laying 8 with the Lakers. But I definitely like the under as well. Like you said, the Pistons, they don't really put up a whole lot of points. They barely get over 111. That looks like the highest that they really be scoring. The Lakers, we know they need to be a defensive team because their offense isn't necessarily always there. When they won the championship, at least, they were a defensive team. So I don't think this one gets that high in scoring tonight either.
Yeah, when you look here at the Pistons, they have lost 8 of 9. They're 28th in offensive efficiency in this period, scoring 105 points per 100 possessions. The Pistons are 30th and last in the league in shooting. The Lakers are last in shooting threes. So how in the hell do you get to 226 in this game? As you ask me, I don't know. All right, we got.
I don't know.
All right, we got the Pistons plus 8 against the Lakers. This one will have a start time here of 10:40 Eastern time. All right, Jay, let's take a look over at Pick Dodge Print for nice action, showing great results here in the NBA as we start the season. About a month into the season now. And of course, tonight we got a big card from the NBA. We got a lot of college basketball, college football on the board as well. Heading into a big weekend. What do you have going on over at Pick Dodge Premium?
Yes, sir. For me tonight, Tony, I got 3 plays up there for sale. I got 4 if you got a long-term package, but I got my $15 NBA Jam Session play. It's my best bet in the NBA every night, a play that I absolutely love tonight. I think we got a winner with that one tonight. And I got 2 other plays up there. They're in a 3-pack as well. So a lot of action for me tonight. Hop on a long-term pass, though, a 3-day, 7-day, 30-day, and you can get all 4. And then, like you said, a huge weekend in front of us. I had no college basketball today, but, we've been doing pretty good in college basketball as well. I'm going to have some plays tomorrow. My best bet in college basketball, we haven't lost it yet. We're 3-0 on the best bet in college basketball. So the best thing to do, though, I'm telling y'all, is hop on a 3-day. We got college football, NBA, college basketball. We got all the sports right now, man. NFL on Sunday, which I'm going heavy. So a lot of action for me, man. Hop on a long-term pass, the best thing to do. Hop on a pass today if that's just what you want to do as well. Credit guarantee. Or 2-for-1 capper special. Pair me up with these great guys, Al Ninos, Tony T, Rod, Brian Bitler. A lot of great guys, man. I love watching these guys too, man. Everybody knows what we're doing. We put in the work. Let's continue to make the money here at Pick Dogs, man.
That's right, guys. Get on board with Jay Briggs over at Pick Dodge from good start to the NBA season. Get on board these guys' NBA $15 jam session as his featured pick. So get on board with that. Credit guarantee must turn a profit or the amount you purchase is credit back in your account. That is credit guarantee. Also a 3-pack from the NBA from Jay. And of course, here we are on a Friday. Great time to get on board with that 3-day sports pass. Lots of action with the 3 days here. We got the NBA from Jay. Also college football. Huge card tomorrow, right? We're getting right to the end of the regular season of college football. NFL coming in with a big card on Sunday. He's got all his, college basketball, NBA. We'll see if there's something on the ice. Once in a while, he'll fire in with something on the ice. If he has it, he'll put it in there. But the 3-day pass is a great value here on a Friday here for your Friday, Saturday, and Sunday action. May have that Monday night football game in Sunday. Then that'll also be part of that 3-day all sports pass. So a good time to get on board with Jay with that. Use the promo code PICK at checkout. You'll save 15% off. You can also add a second capper with that 2-for-1 capper promotion. Even greater value there. All right, Jay, as always, great having your show. We'll be checking out the NBA Jam session. Do a lot over at Pick Dogs. We'll catch you over the weekend with Mitch on the halftime shows here on during the NFL on Sunday, as well as the NFL show that you did with Mitch and Big Al.
Yes, sir, Tony. Like you said, a lot of action for me. Catch me tonight, or you can go catch today's NBA Jam session. I go through every NBA game every night. Views have been up, man, so I guess y'all like it, man, so I'm going to continue to do it. We've been picking a lot of winners, so I want to continue to do that. Also, like you said, halftime with Mitch this weekend. I'll be on the weekend show Saturday and Sunday this week as well. And go check out the NFL show I did with Mitch and Big Al as well, man. A lot of great information in that one. So, hey, let's keep making money here, man. This is the best time of year. Every sport really is in action other than baseball. even the World Cup is finna start here soon, so something for everybody right now, man. Let's continue making money here. We cover it all too, so find your guy here, and let's continue making money, man.
That's right. Make some money indeed with Jay Briggs. Check him out on that NBA Jam session and throughout the Pick Dogs shows on the weekend. All right, Jay, keep up the great work. We'll talk again next week.
All right, Tony. See you on Monday.
You got it. Jay Briggs here on the drive through. Let's continue on. Guys, if you missed any picks, we'll do a complete recap here at the end of the show. Stay tuned for that. All right, let's continue on here with the drive through. Time to welcome in Jovan Burts. You'll find him over at Pick Dogs Premium. Boy, he's off just doing some fantastic work over on the site. Have you seen some of his numbers? Top of leaderboards, doing great. Jovan, what's happening?
Not much. Just getting ready for another big weekend. The weekend before the holidays, Thanksgiving. So it's all here, man. It's a lot of work to do.
A lot of work to do, exactly. Yes, we have lots of work to do here as we are getting into the NBA tonight. As we got the Grizzlies here hosting the Thunder. We got the Grizzlies laying 6.5, total 230.
Yeah, and I'm on the Thunder, and I don't know why this wasn't a premium play. Like this should have been, but somehow I bypassed it. But hey, it's a free pick now. The Thunder last few years, you know what the Thunder's done for us. It's fatten our pockets, and they're on a 4-game covering streak. Won their last game, SGA, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He's just been doing nasty things on the court, and I believe he's gonna keep his winning ways going. His personal, play on the court going. He dropped 42 in the game winner last game, and I think he single-handedly keeps this Thunder team covering this game. Basically, I don't know from start to finish, but I think he's gonna put a lot of pressure, him and his other players on this team. Gonna put a lot of pressure on this Grizzlies team, who hasn't looked so good the last couple of games after a nice 4-game winning streak, I believe. They haven't really been covering either. They're 1-3 in their last 4 against the spread. And I don't know if it's the fact that Jaren Jackson Jr. came back and or Desmond Bane, he's not in the lineup right now. So
that's it there.
That's probably the biggest deal with these guys. So we're just gonna take advantage and keep on pounding the Thunder. Hey, listen, the odds makers still haven't gotten hip to it. So it's just one of those things where I'm gonna keep on taking the Thunder until the odds makers don't allow me to. You know what I mean? So hey, the spread's still right for the picking. That's 3 possessions right there. I don't think this is a three possession ball game.
Yeah, what we learned here from the Thunder is that the defensive teams don't get a whole lot of respect in the marketplace. They don't really do, because they do have some offensive shortcomings, and sometimes when they lose, they lose badly. And then they're competitive in games, so it does skew the numbers sometimes with OKC. But yeah, in this one thing different here with Oklahoma City was really structured for defense. The prior coach really was all defense, and they made the coaching change, and they were still putting up a lot of defensive numbers. But now all of a sudden, this offense, Dort, Pakovetsky, Wiggins, these guys are putting Giddy, as well as Alexander's been going off as well. They've been getting points.
They're pushing the ball. They're getting to the cup. They're hitting some of their shots as well. Looked at their box scores in their last game. God damn, 50% from 3 and 50-something% from the field, and so hey, keep on doing what you're doing, Thunder. Keep on getting us this money.
That's right.
That's how I look at it.
That's right. Exactly. They're not a high-profile team, not a playoff team, so that they're off most people's radar. Not the everyday bettors who do this every day, but just the fanboys out there that watch the fanboy shows. That talk about how great everyone is.
Right.
So
right.
We love those. We love those shows, by the way, because it makes us money.
hey, exactly. You know what I mean? So hey, let's keep their status quo. Keep on putting this money in our pockets.
You got it there. Thunder plus 6.5 here against the Grizzlies. This one will have a start time of 8 Eastern time. All right, Jovan, let's take a look over at Pick Dogs for tonight's action. And action do we have? Boy, this college basketball is going nuts here today, as you would expect here in holiday tournaments. Love this time of the year with morning basketball as well as NBA with a big card. We got some college football heading to a huge weekend. What do you have going on over at Pick Dogs Premium?
Yeah, it's Friday. You know what that means. Time to take fly on these books with my Take Flight Friday college football fire starter. Just one play in college football But you know what it is tomorrow. But as for tonight, I got that 5-star to play. It's gonna hit the book where it hurts, right in that pocket. You know what I mean? So once you get that cash on that, take it to the weekend. Get a long-term pass, 3-day, 7-day, 30-day, yearly. Really doesn't matter, man. You're gonna get some money dealing with me. The proof is in the pudding. It's been like this for at least 4 months. So just keep it going. I also have two separate 3-packs for you. One on the association side and the NBA. I got an NBA 3-pack and I got a college basketball 3-pack. If you want to check those out, like I said, the 3-day, 7-day, 30-day, you're gonna get all my plays. You're gonna get all the action coming from me. You know what I mean? So, listen, that's where the money is. That's where the value is. But if you want the runoff, hey, deal with a 3-pack. Deal with one of the single plays that I got up. So also match me on one of the other handicaps for the 2-for-1 capital promotional. Really can't go wrong here at Sports Chat Place and Pick Dogs. Let's get it.
Yes, get indeed with Jovan Burts over at Pick Dogs. You see the great results here. 2,515 units of profit from Jovan. This is over for the year. Fantastic results. Also showing great profit. Jovan is here the last 30 days, the last 7 days with some big numbers as well. When you look at the individual sports, college basketball is showing good results. NFL, college football has been on fire. 2,300 units of profit in the NFL. You look at college football, 1,139 units of profit there as well. Monster performances from Jovan over at Pick Dogs. So get on board right now as Jovan has plays going for you with the Take a Flight Friday Fire Starter up there, a single play at $15 premium. Or you can get a couple of 3-packs, NBA and college, NBA 3-pack as well as a college basketball 3-pack up on the board right now. But, probably your best value right now. Here we are on the weekend is you can try Jovan out. Once you get that 3-day all sports pass, get all of Jovan's plays for 3 days. You're covered for the weekend, your Friday, your Saturday, your Sunday action. Then on Monday, because you know what, I'm ready to roll. I got the bankroll up. Let's get a 1-month pass. So that's a good strategy here on the weekend because Jovan's gonna be in action with college football here on Saturday, NFL coming in, and all the hoops as well. So a great time to get on board with that 3-day pass just in time right before Thanksgiving with that bankroll builder. Use promo code PICK at checkout and you'll be able to save 15% off. Also add a second capper with the 2-for-1 capper promotion. Even greater value there. And Jovan, is always great having your show. We'll talk to you a little bit later in the recap. But you told me something on Monday. He said, I'm not going to be doing the parlay. I got to find my health. Well, it seemed like you found it right away.
Yeah, man. Found it rather quickly. The parlay's back. It's up and loaded, ready to go. So yeah, man, it's here. So I just been doing those, banging those out, man. Finding a different structure of how to, well, not how to do it, but when to do it. Because a lot of times the lines aren't out at a certain time, but I could gauge what the lines are gonna be. I've been doing this for long enough, to be pretty accurate with these lines. So it is what it is. Even if the line's not out, I could gauge, accurately gauge what these lines are. So yeah, that's really what it is. I don't want to do these parlays too late. I really know what I'm gonna be doing days in advance anyway. It's just a matter of waiting to see what the lines are and what's gonna be the premium plays, what's gonna be the free plays, what's gonna be my personal parlays, and so on and so forth. So that's basically what it is.
Yeah, navigating the injuries. Well, when you see Zion questionable, he's not playing. I mean, there's some players there's some guys just all right, just cross them off. That's the way it rolls.
And with the NBA, you got to tread lightly. It's with the injuries, with the what they call it, load management. Load management and all that. You'll have a play in. And then all of a sudden, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock rolls around, and certain plays are scratching. You're like, well, there goes that $200, or you know what I mean?
Yeah,
or whatever,
I know exactly what you're saying.
On that personal, that game, whatever. So you just gotta ease up sometimes, man. With the NBA, you can't go in. Gotta look both ways, man. You gotta look, on both sides of the street, see what cars are coming, because if you think that it's safe on these NBA streets, you're dead wrong sometimes. So
you know what I saw? You know what I saw yesterday for the first time? I saw someone from the Kings on the injury report. I mean, Sacramento, they played the least amount of. You know what?
Keegan Murray.
Yeah, they have played, when you think about it, they have played probably the least amount of basketball of any team the last 12 years, right? Because they never make the playoffs. Yeah. So they should be healthy, exactly.
Right? Right, they should be, theoretically. But, in practice, this is the NBA where they like stealing money. You know what I'm saying? Guys play 60-game seasons. It's the 82 games. It's an 82-game season, in the NBA. But guys seemingly love to play 50 to 60 games. If you're a star. If you're not a star, then you can play the 482.
There's some guys that play 24 minutes and they got their own podcast on Barstool, like Patrick Beverly. They think they're big shots.
Absolutely. Absolutely. They must be getting those lucrative deals. They must be giving up those lucrative deals in Barstool Sports because everyone has their own podcast over there.
I know, everybody. Even the part-timers, have them over there. No doubt. All right, Jovan, keep up the great work. We'll talk in the recap a little bit later.
Absolutely. I'll be here.
You got it. Jovan Burts here on the drive, so let's continue on our coverage. Guys, if you missed any picks, we'll recap at the end of the show, so make sure you stay tuned for that. Up next is Brian Bitler. You'll find him over at Pick Dogs Premium, doing great work up there. Really good numbers here. You've seen him over the past 30 days. Let's get Brian in right now. Brian, what's happening?
Yeah, I don't want to jinx Jovan, but he's closing in on a handicapper world championship. He's right there at the top. He's definitely storming away, definitely doing great work for sure.
Yeah, we're definitely hitting the stretch run here for 2022 here, just about down to the last 45 days of the month. See who's going to be crowned the 2022 top capper over at Pick Dogs. We know at Big Al McBordy will help that seat, but it's a good race down the stretch here this year. Tonight we're going to the NBA here. It's this hot Celtics team. They've been hot. They've no doubt about that. They're going to be on the road here facing the Pelicans. Celtics laying 2.5, total 230.
Yeah, for me, I love to back my Pelicans in just the right spot, and this is one of them on their home court where they play their best basketball. New Orleans this season just slightly over 500 ATS-wise, but on Friday nights, they've been a moneymaker for bettors, 12-5 ATS on a Friday, whereas Boston comes in just 4-11 last 15 on a Friday night. I think we're going to see the hot team lovers out there in full force on the Boston Celtics. I mean, they've won 8 straight games. I think this Pelicans team is going to be a big contender in the Western Conference down the stretch, and I think this is max a one-possession game either way, and I think I'm going to take the points in my pocket and back the Pelicans at home tonight plus the points.
All right, Brian, he's going to go ahead and look to break this streak here from the Celtics. He says take the Pelicans. You don't win, you're not going to win the rest of the games the rest of the season. You're going to lose at some point, and Brian says it's a good time to take the Pelicans at plus 2.5. I'm not saying they're going to lose. They can still win by 2-1, and you still get the money on that Pelicans side. Of course, the question mark here is obviously is whether or not Zion Williamson plays. But when you handicap this game, you probably had figured that when you see him as questionable, he probably wasn't going to play. Anytime you see Zion Williamson on their injury report.
So when I see just for the Sixers, for instance, when you see Joel Embiid on the injury report, but the line's still a certain number, you either figure he's going to play or not going to play based on the number that they posted it at. And Zion Williamson, there's some guys in the NBA that seem to be on the injury list every single day. But that's the NBA we live in today. I do like the Pelicans plus the points with or without them.
Yeah, that was the key, was the handicap without him. Again, still on the injury, still questionable. We're about at 8:30. We're probably about a couple hours away from start time. Let me see if there's any note. It is a foot injury, so that's why you really got to be concerned about. He's missed the last 2 games. Willie Green said that, we could return during the team's homestand. We're not sure yet. That maybe if he doesn't play, he'll probably play here with a Monday against the Warriors. They got the Warriors on Monday. So they're going to have 2 days off. So probably that makes sense. Sit them here. You get Saturday, Sunday off, and then you get the Warriors. So that might be the strategy there. So the Pelicans plus 2.5 here against the Celtics. This one to get started here at 8:40 Eastern time. I'm getting you in season form here, Brian. Here, just looking at these injury reports, doing the show. That's all you do on the drive-through. Is got to make this. It's always have these injury reports.
Yeah, it's always the NBA. That's the problem.
Yeah, it's always
football,
the NBA.
You pretty much know what's going on. NBA guys, they stub their toe. They might be out that night.
No doubt. All right, we've got him here in this one. So, Brian, let's take a look over at Pick Dogs for nice action. As you know, a lot of college basketball today. Man, a huge card. A lot of these tournaments going on all over the country. In Vegas, out in the Bahamas, there's a tournament going on. Of course, NBA, we got 11-game card. We've got really good single game from the NHL as well. What do you have going on over at Pick Dogs Premium?
Up off a 4-1 Thursday. I'm gonna try to follow it up with a good Friday. Fridays, you always gotta be aware. Sometimes you get hurt, even though you love the card. I love the card tonight. I got my titanium play, 61-36, 63% winner for that $15 best bet. You can get at pickdogs.com. Also have my Mountain West game of the month in college football tonight. And then I have a 3-pack, my money shot 3-pack. It doesn't include those previous 2 plays. Or if you want something for tomorrow, I got my no limit play. Kicks off at 12 noon tomorrow. So definitely want to get on that.
That's right, guys. Get on board here with Brian Bitler over at Pick Dogs. From you see the results have been great here. 1,150 units of profit the last 30 days. Showing great profit the last 7 days. Coming off a big day yesterday is Brian Bitler. So get on board here. I'll let you know that this season he's showing profit in. We finished with a profitable MLB season, showing profit this season in college football, showing profit NFL, showing profit NHL, showing profit NBA, showing profit college basketball. There you go. That's all you need to know. Get on board with Brian Baylor. Does have action tonight here. The Friday Titanium wager, $15 credit guarantee on that play. Also in action here with Mountain West Game of the Year as well. Titanium wager in the NBA. A lot of individual plays up here from Brian. Does have a 3-pack here, but the way Brian's rolling here, you may consider that 1 month all sports pass. Get all of Brian's plays for a month, 30 days, all of his NBA, all his college football. They'll get you the remainder of the regular season, right? That'll take you the next 2 weeks where we got all the teams in action, and we get the conference championship games, Army, Navy. So that covers the 1 month there, as well as NFL, NHL, NBA, and all this college basketball. Great time to get that 1 month pass with all these sports overlapping. Got the Thanksgiving games coming up next week as well. Use promo code PICK at checkout. You'll save 15% off. You can also add a second capper with that 2-for-1 capper promotion. Even greater value there. All right, Brian, as always, great having you on the show. Keep up the great work, and we'll talk with you again on Monday.
I'll tell you what, it's always sad that the Army-Navy game's coming up. That means another college football season in the books. But, we got plenty of college basketball action stuff to keep us busy until the new year. But you have a good weekend, Tony, and I'll catch you on Monday.
You as well. Brian Bitler here on the drive to Let's continue our coverage, guys. If you missed any of our picks, we will do a complete recap here at the end of the show, so make sure you stay tuned to that. We will have Shane Mickle coming on. We had Brad Francis. We're going to have Brad as next guest up, and that would have actually we do. We got Shane Mickle ready to roll. So you're ready, camera ready is Shane. So let's go ahead and welcome in Shane Mickle. If I'm over at Pick Dogs Premium, doing great work up there, let's bring him in right now. Shane, what's happening?
How's it going tonight, Tony?
Good. Thanks for appearing. Special appearance Friday here from Shane. We're going to be looking here at a college basketball team that's near and dear to you. I know from Minnesota, but you have traveled to see this Kansas team play, and they're going to be placed in Southern Utah.
Yeah, this might be considered a homer pick. But even just looking at the numbers, I definitely like this game here with the Kansas Jayhawks. The Southern Utah team, if you take a quick look at the numbers, they look impressive. When you break it down, they played one D1 team, and that was New Mexico, and they gave up 89 points in that game. This is a Kansas team led by Jalen Wilson and Grady Dick that can really score against non-conference opponents. They've run up the score. They scored 89 points against Omaha. But facing a defense, they already gave up 89 points to New Mexico. This is a Kansas team that should be able to put up 90, 95, 100 if they want to in this game. And then looking at this Kansas defense, it's one thing that's often overlooked. Jovan Harris is one of the best defenders in the country. And the reason they came back in that Duke game was because of the defense. They've locked down the mid-majors on the defensive end this year with turnovers. NDSU, I think, scored 19 points in the first half of their game or something like that. So it's a defense that can really score. I think that Kansas really pours it on and defends well. I'm going to take the Jayhawks laying the points.
Take the Jayhawks here laying the points here at minus 21.5. Boy, this was a team that really shot well. I saw Braun play for the Clippers in exhibition. Boy, he looked really good there. We'll see how many minutes he gets with the Denver Nuggets. But yeah, we'll see how this Kansas reloads. But when you look at the college basketball landscape, look at the people that retired. Coach K retired. Jay Wright retired. Roy Williams retired. There's been some big names retiring. The Selfa's up there. He's got a shot here adding to that number.
Yeah, definitely. Coming in the season, I was concerned about this Kansas team. Really, the only big name guy from coming back last year was Jalen Wilson, but Grady Dick has played well, and then those players who were getting 5 or 6 minutes a game last year are getting 20 to 25. It looked like that 5 to 6 minutes really paid off, big time for him last year with that experience because they've all played well. We still need at times they're a little inconsistent with their shooting. But as the season goes on, if they can find a 3-pointer, a 3-point shooter off the bench, that would really help. But yeah, like you said, Bill Self, there's no reason that this team can't win a national championship this year or in the next couple of years, especially with all those big name coaches retiring.
Yeah, I used to make note all the time. I remember those Selfs teams maybe 10 years ago, those teams that would shoot 50% from the field, 40% from three. They got close to that. And I don't see too many teams doing that, but they really shot the ball well last year.
Yeah, definitely. And, that was a lot to do with Christian Braun and it's escaping my name. He's escaping me right now. But yeah, and another big reason was because of Jalen Wilson. And last year he didn't shoot as well from three, but it's clear this year that he can pour it on, especially the NDSU game I went to. I think he made like 5 or 6 3-pointers in that game. he was pouring it on there. So this is a team, especially against undersized teams that have the big man, and they should run up and down the court here tonight.
What did you take from that Duke win?
I don't really know what I took from it. It was impressive, but more concerning was the offense. It really did go cold there. Grady did kind of bail them out at the end, but I think the biggest thing to take away is that they can defend. Even when they go small, it's a team that can really defend, and if their big men, develop as the season goes on, I think Jalen Wilson's maybe the tallest guy in their starting lineup. Maybe it's KJ Adams. But they're only starting a 6'7". So as the season goes on, they're gonna have to find a big man that can, face up when they play teams in the Big 12 that have a big man. Otherwise, they could have some issues there. But yeah, the defense is definitely better than I thought it was going to be this year.
Yeah, 7th in defensive efficiency, the Jayhawks, and that's against all the teams in D1. Kansas laying 21.5 here against Southern Utah. All right, Shane, let's take over at Pick Dog Spring for tonight's action. Of course, great results here in NHL. We just have a single game here from NHL, but tomorrow there's a monster board. And, of course, it's a Saturday for tomorrow. Of course, also college football tomorrow, some today, big NBA card, lots of college hoops here morning all the way through night here with these holiday tournaments already underway. What do you have going over at Pick Dogs Premium?
Yeah, I've already had 3 college basketball games off the board, and I've won 3-0, and there's 3 more I like tonight. I have that in a 3-pack for $39.99. Or I do have a sampler, which is my best college basketball play, my best NBA play, my best college football play for $39.99. But like you talked about, hop on long term. It's gonna be probably the biggest card of the year tomorrow, with college football, college basketball, and then that huge NHL card, and of course you can't forget NBA. So yeah, hop on that 7 or 30-day pass. There's no better time with all the sports overlapping to get the best bang for your buck. My last couple of days have been hot, and I plan on continuing that this weekend.
That's right. Get on board with the Shane Mickle over at Pick Dogs. 24-hour leaderboard, 685 units of profit. Shane, you're on a heater right now, so get on board with Shane Mickle over at Pick Dogs. Good results here from the NHL as well, showing profit in the NFL as well as Shane Mickle. So get on board right now with Shane. He's got a Friday Feast sampler 3-pack, takes his best 3 plays here from college football, NBA, and college basketball, puts it together in a 3-pack. That's his featured package right now, affordably priced at $39. Credit guarantee, must turn a profit, or the amount you purchase is credit back in your account for side credits. That is credit guarantee. As Shane was saying, does have a Friday Feast college basketball 3-pack up there from College Hoops. But again, here we are on a Friday. You can consider getting Shane's 1-month all sports pass, get all of Shane's premium plays for a month. All his NBA, college basketball, NFL, college football is yours there for that 1 month. Or if you want to try them out for 3 days, the 3-day pass is a great value now as well. You got your Friday, Saturday, Sunday action. Of course, huge college football cards here on Saturday, NFL Sunday, college basketball, NBA, NHL, all these sports overlapping. Get a long-term pass right now with Shane. Use the promo code PICK at checkout. You'll save 15% off. You can also add a second capper with a 2-for-1 cap promotion. Even greater value there. All right, Shane, thanks a lot for coming in on a Friday. Have yourself a great weekend, and we'll talk with you again next week.
Sounds good. Have a good weekend, everyone.
You got it, Shane Mickle here. Oh, by the way, I want to know, MMA, right? You got MMA coverage right now for the big fights tomorrow?
Yep, I got the 2 fights already up, the top 2 fights up there, including Derek Lewis already up there, and then the other 3 will be going up here in a little bit. So make sure to go over to Pick Dogs and check out those articles. It should be a really good card this weekend.
There, you got it. Check them out over at Pick Dogs with those MMA articles. All right, Shane, great weekend. We'll talk next week.
Sounds good. Have a good weekend.
You got it. Shane Mickle here on the drive through. Guys, again, if you miss any picks, we'll recap at the end of the show. Let's continue on here on the drive through. Let's make sure I didn't miss anybody. I want to make sure. Okay, we got Al in, Jay in, Jovan in, Brian in, Shane in. Next, Rod Zawacky. So let's continue on here on the drive through. We'll welcome in Rod Zawacky. always been good to us here on the drive. To bring him in right now. Rod, what's happening?
Not too much, Tony. Not too much.
All right, here we go tonight at 9 Eastern time. The Jazz here to host. Yeah, not too much. There's only one NHL game. Jazz here to host the Suns here. The Suns here, a point and a half here on the road. Total 9. A total here 228.
Yeah, you look at this game, and a few people aren't going to be playing for the Suns in this one. No Chris Paul either. So a few guys out for the Suns in this one, and the Jazz at home. Sure, the Jazz have had a little slump, lost 3, but I think this is a good spot. They turn it around. As you look at home here, they average 121 points a game at home this season. When the Suns on the road, they average about 108 points a game. You know, Jazz last 5 versus teams with winning records. Well, the Suns they play the worst on the road. 1-5 ATS their last 5 on the last 6 on the road versus teams with winning home records. Here, tells the Suns to drop one. So, as I've seen this, the Jazz here got a nice win over the Suns.
All right, we got Rod here on the Jazz, the plus 1.5 here against the Suns. And because you mentioned, Paul out, Shemet out, Johnson out, and Crowder out here. So big names out. They still have Payne, Booker, and Bridges in there. But again, without Paul, we've seen definitely the defense has not been the same without Paul, especially when you look at that road trip. Remember, he left in that first game here against Philadelphia. And when you look, he missed the first half, came in missed the second half. When you look at those 4 road games, that team gave up 117 points per 100 possessions. I know they got the win against Golden State there at home, but on the road, Paul was dearly missed because the defense was horrible.
Was horrible, right? Yeah, the defense was bad with him with him not in the line, and with the Jazz averaging 121 points a game, I could see them dumping in 130 in this one. I would take an extended line if you wanted to, if your book offers that. Since it's DJ on Friday, I'd go all the way up to like minus 4.5 here on the Jazz. You'd probably get a good plus money.
There you go, plus money there from Rod here on the Gent Friday. He's on the Jazz plus 1.5 here against the Suns. This one have a start time of 9 Eastern time. All right, Rod, let's take over at Pick Dodge Prim. Good results in the NHL this year. One on the board in NHL, but of course we're going to have a big card on Saturday. A lot of action tonight from college basketball, big NBA card, couple from college football, heading into a big football weekend. And basketball and hockey. What do you have going over at Pick Dogs Premium?
And definitely got lots this weekend going over at Pick Dogs Premium. I've got one play, my $15 bookie buster, and that's in the NHL in the lone hockey game you got going tonight. I've got the college basketball bird cage. Had a rough day yesterday at college basketball. Those days I dropped all 3 plays in college basketball. So we'll bounce back today. I got a 3-pack in college basketball plays. And I've included those into my Tomahawk Steak Friday, which give you my college basketball 3 points. So it gives you a nice 5-pack there on the hardwood. It's a nice action. I stayed clear of that's all I got to say about that. Your best deal. I've got some college football action going tomorrow. We've definitely got a loaded card tomorrow in the NHL. So grab a 3-day pass now and you'll get all that action for tonight's games. You'll get Saturday's college football. You'll get the NHL as well. Plus, we also got NFL coming on Sunday, and you'll probably get Monday's game thrown in there as well, because I always get that in there the Sunday, so that you get bonus. It's like the 3-day pass is like getting 4 days, so definitely scoop that up, and then you'll get everything I got going this weekend. We have a big weekend ahead of sports. I'm excited. Jump aboard. Let's make some money. Use that promo code PICK at checkout, and that'll save you 50% off all your purchases of $25 or more over at Pick Dogs Premium.
That's right, guys. Got aboard with Rod Zawacky over at Pick Dogs Premium. Good results in NHL. He's got his college basketball bird cage 3-pack from college basketball as his featured selection up there. Also, his Bookie Buster $15 top-rated play on the ice tonight. The long game here, Kings Canucks. That one is credit guaranteed. Get his winner there from Rod Zawacky. And of course, that Birdcage, we got a Tomahawk Steak Friday. 5-pack up there for you. Credit guarantee, NBA executive info. Lots of action, as Rod was alluding to. Here we are on a Friday. Great time to get that 3-day all sports pass. Get all of Rod's premium plays for 3 days. A lot of action tonight here from NBA, college basketball on the ice. Tomorrow, huge card. Saturday is always a huge card. NHL, college football, college basketball, NBA. It's a lot of games here. Also, NFL for Sunday. A lot of these tournaments you're seeing tonight are going to have their final on Sunday. So a lot of college basketball as well on Friday. Matter of fact, it's all 8 teams, all 4 teams. The way they are structured, they all play on Sunday because they have the 6th versus 6th place teams, 8th place team. It's their 2nd place team against, they have all these teams play each other, right? I mean, they continue, they don't leave. So you're going to have a lot of tournament action as well as Sunday, because tomorrow a lot of them get the day off. And then you have a lot of games tomorrow on home courts, and these are usually reserved for the teams that don't have college football teams. You know what I mean? So you'll have games tomorrow from college basketball up there on the board. So there'll be a lot to choose from this weekend over at Pick Dogs Premium. Of course, you get Rod's NHL. It's been doing really well. They're one game night, but then we have a bigger card as well. And then tomorrow's college basketball card is a big card. You just don't have a lot of the mid-major teams are in action tomorrow. So. You got Maryland, St. Louis. That St. Louis team is tough at home. They're tough at home. We saw what they did.
Tough at home.
They're tough at home. Get back for the Pelicans.
Pelicans.
Providence and Miami, Florida. I guess Miami, Florida they don't care about their college football team. They scheduled a home game. Actually, no.
Well, I care about college football. I've got 6 plays in college football already entered in as premiums tomorrow, and I haven't even touched the NHL yet. We got how many games going in that in college hoops? So tomorrow's it'll probably be one of the biggest. Premium days that you'll see from me this year, so definitely jump aboard. Let's make some money. I'm excited about tomorrow's action already.
That's right, big action here as we're heading.
And we haven't even finished tonight's action.
I know we still haven't kicked off
all this action tonight. It's like love it. All day sports from morning till night. Even when we're dreaming about the next game tomorrow.
I know, and then sometimes the games start when we're waking up. There's games starting. It's crazy the way it is right now. So get on board there.
Right, 1 to 5 this morning, 5 a.m.
Oh. That's right. That's right.
That's one of those ones you place the bet and you hope you win when you get up. Win.
Yeah. Wake up with a winner. There you go. That's how you rule it. That's right, guys. So get on board with Rod. Get that 3-day pass and start winning today. And use promo code PICK at checkout, and you'll save 15% off all purchases, 25 and more. All right, Rod, as always, great having you show. We'll tune in again tomorrow. Of course, the morning shows, we get a lot of the cappers from drive-through there with the big college football and NFL shows coming up on Saturday and Sunday morning.
Yeah, definitely check those out. Check us out tomorrow morning for the college football show. Always a good time. Usually 7 to 9 of us jammed in there and covering the day's action. Definitely always check that out. We also check out me and Ruffalo and the Puck Dogs. We've got a parlay going tomorrow we love, and we got all the hockey videos covered over there. And you got Jovan doing his videos, Ron doing his rundown, and you got Jay doing the hoops. Definitely check out all the content over at Pick Dogs Premium. Everybody, hit that thumbs up. Costs you nothing. It helps us out a ton. Appreciate it. Wonderful Friday evening, Tony. I'm about to put my steak on and have some dinner. I got a steak, double baked potato all ready to go. A little bit of asparagus to go with it.
Oh, nice.
A little bit of a Bernays sauce over top.
There you go. Cheese bread. I know you guys were talking about cheese in the morning show. All right.
Little cheese bread? Definitely. You want cheese? We got cheese. We can get cheese in a bag. We got cheese in a can. What kind of cheese would you like?
There you go. Get it on the bread and cook it in the oven there. So there you go. Cheese bread to go with it. All right, Rod. Enjoy dinner, and we'll talk with you again on Monday.
Yeah, you have yourself a good weekend, Tony. We'll see you Monday, buddy.
You got it. Rod Zawacky here on the drive through. Let's continue, guys. If you miss a pick, we'll do a recap at the end of the show. I got Jovan to help me out with that. Let's get to my play. We're going to college hoops tonight, and we're going to be looking at this Baylor and Virginia game. Let's pull it up here. It starts around, I believe, the top of the hour. It's 7 Eastern time. Baylor here laying 4.5 in this one. And this game we played in Las Vegas. This game is they'll be playing back to back because they play tomorrow. But Virginia will play in Illinois, and Baylor plays UCLA tomorrow. So this is that tournament in Vegas at T-Mobile Center, beginning here at top of the hour. And we're going to take the Baylor Bears in this one. Lay in the 4.5 here against the Virginia Cavaliers. In this one, we're looking here at the Baylor team. We know they have 2 starters back from a 27-win team last year, but they reloaded through the transfer portal and through recruiting. Virginia returns all 5 starters from a team that was eliminated in the NIT quarterfinals last year. They were an NIT team that had shortcomings shooting the basketball and defending. Baylor, 3-0, blowout wins at Mississippi Valley State, Norfolk State, Northern Colorado at home, so this will be their biggest opponent as well. They are securing the basketball, good shooting defense. They're making 38% from 3. Virginia does have wins here against North Carolina Central and Monmouth at home by margin. They started the season shooting the ball well, 48%, strong play on the glass, but I just think the Bears' speed, athleticism, and play around the bucket may be a bit too much for the Virginia team. You know, Baylor really runs the court well. We'll take Baylor here and lay the 4.5 there. All right, guys, check out Pick Dog Stream. I got a best bet up there from college football right now. Get on board with my long-term pass, 3, 7, or 30-day all-sports pass. Get all of my premium plays for that period of time you select. When you go to my handicap page and make that purchase, use promo code PICK at checkout, and you will save 15% off. All right, let's continue here on the drive-thru. Now it's time for a recap. Let's recap the plays from today. Jovan will help us out here tonight. El Ninos gave us the Bucks pick 'em against the 76ers. Jay was on the Pistons +8 against the Lakers. Jovan liked the Thunder +6.5 against the Grizzlies. Brian Pelicans +2.5 against the Celtics. Shane was on Kansas laying the 21.5 against Southern Utah. Rod was on the Jazz +1.5 against the Suns. I'm on Baylor laying 4.5 against Virginia. All right, Jovan, other than your pick, which one do you like the best?
I like several of these picks, but I'm gonna pick the Bucks. You know, it's a pick right now, and if it's not Embiid, then who else is gonna do damage on that team? So, yeah, let me get the Bucks in this one.
I go with the Bucks. I like Jovan's play with the Thunder. The Thunder, they defend, but now they're scoring, and no Bane in there. Look at the numbers, the offensive numbers without Bane for this team. It's not been the same. All right, that was it for this edition of the Drive-Thru, guys. Be sure to tune in again tomorrow Monday live at 6 Eastern time. We'll do it all over again. Bring our cappers in from Pick Dogs and Sport Chat Place to give out live free picks for the games in prime time. And don't forget this weekend, tune in 10 a.m. Eastern time with the morning show. Mitch, you got Chris, you got Rod, and all the Pick Dog cappers that you see on the Drive-Thru. We'll join them many of them will join them for the show with a lot of picks there on the weekend. So make sure you tune in. Don't forget Jovan's parlay video. We got Romanelli's college basketball rundown. We also have the rundowns here from as well as Jay's rundown with the NBA. We also have Mitch's 7 picks in 5 minutes, his betting tool show. Lots going on over at Pick Dogs. And don't forget to watch the shows from the NFL show that was shot with Big Al. We also had Mitch and Jay on that one. The college football show with Romanelli, Chris, and Mitch. Check those out if you would. All right, that'll do it for this show. Let's go ahead and bring in our crew from tonight. We'll go